Well, hello, all of my students again. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Jay, and welcome to another English lesson here on the channel where I have the opportunity to help you with your English comprehension, vocabulary, and your English fluency. And I primarily do that through the reading of stories. And on today's lesson, I have a read and repeat English story, and it's going to be at the beginner level. So some of my first time English learners have let me know that, hey, I see you doing intermediate and advanced, but can you slow it down and do some beginner stories like I began doing here on the channel? So I'm taking it back and doing some beginner level stories, okay? Now, you can read along with me. Down in the description of today's lesson, you will find the story that I am reading, so you can read along with me as well as practice at a later time. And you will also find links in the description where you can study some of my other read and repeat playlist and other English lessons here on the channel. As I always say, make sure you hang around until the end. Today I have 4 quiz questions. Okay, 4 questions that I want you to answer, and I will test your comprehension. So I hope you're ready for a little bit of learning and a little bit of laughter. Let's dive into today's story. Mitchell was feeling very nervous because he had never sung in front of people before, but he really wanted to win the school talent show. Let's read and repeat. Mitchell was feeling very nervous because he had never sung in front of people before, but he really wanted to win the school talent show. So a talent show is, how can I describe it? It's where a group of people come together to compete to see who is the most talented. Okay, here in America, we have a show called American Idol. And so they compete to see who is the best singer. Then they have another show that is called America's Got Talent. And so you have people with various abilities and talents and skills, and they come out and they see who is the most entertaining. So some people may sing, some people may dance, some people may tell jokes, they may do magic tricks, a talent show. Now, me personally, I have never been in a talent show that I can remember. Now, I have hosted one. Okay, I was a good MC. Okay, so I was the master of ceremony. Okay, and but I didn't want to get up and try to do a talent in front of folks. I cracked jokes in between each act, and I kept the talent show moving along. So that's where my talent was, in hosting an event. He practiced his song every day, hoping to impress the audience and the judges. Let's read and repeat. I got something in my eye. I think it was an eyelash. He practiced his songs every day, hoping to impress the audience, and the judges. So to practice simply means to rehearse, to do something over and over until you get better. And hopefully you guys practice your English on a daily basis. Hopefully you watch my lessons all the way through, and it helps you to improve your English and your English comprehension. Now, when a person is trying to notice, Mitchell was trying to impress. Okay, he was trying to leave a good mark or a good representation of himself. He was trying to inspire the audience and the judges, trying to stir them up, move them. Okay, so when you try to impress someone, basically you're trying to influence someone. So, for instance, when I was dating my wife, I tried to impress her. Okay, I made sure I looked nice, smelled nice, and treated her nice. And evidently, I impressed her very well. Because she married me, okay? But in a talent show, you have to impress the judges and the audience. The judges are the ones who have to determine who was the best. Okay. Let's continue. His friends told him to break a leg and gave him a thumbs up to boost his confidence. Let's read and repeat, and then I'll explain. His friends told him to break a leg and gave him a thumbs up to boost his confidence. Okay, so when someone says break a leg, they want you to do a good job. So for instance, if I were going to participate in the talent show, you might say, hey, Jay, make sure you break a leg. So it's not literally go out and harm yourself or injure yourself. To break a leg is a phrase or idiom that means do a good job. Now, when they gave him a thumbs up, they were basically saying, we want you to do a good job. So they were saying, hey, Mitchell, make sure you do a good job. Thumbs up. I like how I can make that come on the screen. Let's do it again. Boy, isn't technology amazing? Okay, to boost someone's confidence is to make someone feel better about themselves. So I was talking to my son yesterday, and he was discussing with me about knowing when you should and should not do something in your life. And I was talking to him, and he said, yeah, Dad, you're right. I just needed, to improve my confidence, or I just need to boost my confidence. And this was yesterday in a conversation we were having. So when you boost someone's confidence, you're making them feel better. Okay. Now, you can also crush someone. That is the opposite of boosting someone's confidence. So if you crush someone, you're being quite harsh or negative. So if my son were learning to ride his bike for the first time, and let's say he fell, I could boost his confidence by saying, hey, it's okay. Sometimes you fall, but you get back up and try again, son. You can do it. You can do it. that's boosting his confidence. But if I wanted to crush him, or if I were a bad parent and I were to crush him and he was learning to ride his bike for the first time and he failed like everyone does, and I just said, "You're so stupid. You can't even ride a bike, you big dummy." I mean, that's not funny, but that's how you crush someone's confidence, okay? And so in life, I've learned you have to be thick-skinned because not everyone will boost your confidence. Let me tell you something. Here on YouTube, most people, well, no, I'm not going to say that because I have a lot of good subscribers that really encourage me and tell me, "Hey, Jay, you're doing a great job." And I tell them, "Thanks for the encouragement. Thanks for boosting my confidence." I give them a thumbs up. But then you have people that, I mean, they just try to just crush me. And so you have to have tough skin in life. Let's continue. When it was his turn to perform, Mitchell felt butterflies in his stomach. But he took a deep breath and stepped onto the stage. Let's read and repeat. When it was his turn to perform, Mitchell felt butterflies. Compound word. Butterflies, 2 words in one. Butterflies. His stomach, or he felt butterflies in his stomach. But he took a deep breath and stepped onto the stage. Excellent. So butterflies, of course, a butterfly is like a little, I don't know, would you call a butterfly an insect? But you know, they're beautiful little insects, correct me if I'm wrong, that have various colors that fly around. But butterflies in your stomach is a way that we describe stress, nervousness, fear, okay? So you might say, "I was going to ride the roller coaster, but I had butterflies in my stomach." Okay. "I was going to ask her out for a date, but I was so intimidated by her beauty that I began to have butterflies in my stomach." Or you might say, "The police officer approached me and I began to get butterflies in my stomach." So stress, tension, becoming afraid. Now, when Mitchell, notice he stepped on stage, or he took a breath and stepped on stage. So an adjective to describe someone that is nervous, but they go ahead and proceed at doing a particular thing, you would say that person has courage. That person is brave. So though Mitchell was nervous, afraid, or maybe terrified, he still was brave because he stepped out on the stage. And that's how it is in life. There are a lot of things in life that we don't want to do, we may be fearful to do, but we have to have courage in order to accomplish different things in life. Okay. Sometimes having tough discussions with your spouse or with your children, it can be a little intimidating or fearful, or you may have butterflies in your stomach, but we must be brave and courageous. Okay. So that's just a part of life. What Mitchell was feeling is something we're going to explain, hopefully, I believe, in the next few sentences. As he started to sing, his voice trembled a little, but he remembered to stay calm and carry on. Okay, let's read and repeat. As he started to sing, his voice trembled a little, but he remembered to stay calm and carry on. Excellent. So I could only imagine Mitchell going out there saying, and his voice trembling. I can't sing, so I'm not going to even attempt. It's not that I'm afraid or have butterflies. I just cannot sing. Okay. Are you a singer? Let me know in the comments section, because I cannot sing at all. When I'm alone by myself in the shower, in the car, I'm loud singing because there's no one around to hear me or judge me. But in public, no. So notice Mitchell remembered to stay calm and carry on. So we call that calming your nerves. Okay. Sometimes you have to just calm down, we might say. Calm down. Grab a hold of yourself is a phrase we say. Take a deep breath. Okay. So for instance, if I was going to approach my wife back in the day, I might have to say, whew, okay, Jay, you can do this. You can do this. Okay. She's just a woman. You can do this. Let me take a deep breath. Whew. And then I go talk to her. Okay. So there are a number of things, not just in relationships, that you have to calm down and take a deep breath and express yourself. I can remember when I would get in trouble with my parents, and I would get a spanking. And you be crying. My dad would be like, boy, calm down. Boy, breathe and talk. So you have to calm down, take a deep breath, and explain yourself. The audience clapped and cheered, making Mitchell feel more relaxed and less scared. Let's read and repeat. The audience clapped and cheered, making Mitchell feel more relaxed and less scared. So, of course, we know what it means to clap and to cheer. Go ahead, Mitchell. Sing that song, Mitchell. You better sing, boy. Great job. They're cheering. Keep going. Yay. Cheering, okay? Made him feel more relaxed, at ease, okay? And less scared, timid, or afraid. That's good. After the show, Mitchell felt proud and relieved that he didn't let fear stop him from performing. Let's read and repeat. After the show, show, like it rhymes with go, show. Mitchell felt proud, rhymes with cloud, and relieved, or he was at ease, that he didn't let his fear stop him from performing. So when a person gets on stage and they're overcome with fear, I want you to listen to this next sentence, because this describes what Mitchell had to overcome. Okay? His friends congratulated him and said he did a great job, making Mitchell realize that facing his stage fright was worth it. Let's read and repeat. His friends congratulated him and said he did a great job, making Mitchell realize that facing his stage fright was worth it. So stage fright is when a person gets on stage and they're so terrified they forget what they're supposed to do. They freeze up. Okay? They as we would say a slang term, they nut up. And get on stage and just slap nut up. Oh my gosh. Sometimes we say, he's lost it. Mitchell's lost it. He has stage fright. And you start sweating, getting nervous and dry mouth. I've had stage fright before. Last sentence. From then on, Mitchell became known as the brave boy who overcame his fear of singing in front of others. Let's read and repeat. From then on, Mitchell became known as the brave boy who overcame his fear of singing in front of others. Excellent job. Now, let's go through the same story and I'll read through at a faster pace. Again, the words will be down in the description that you can read along, or you can read along here on the screen. So nonstop. If I make a mistake, I'll pick up and keep going. No explanations. Are you ready? Excuse me. Okay, let's go through the story at a faster pace. Mitchell was feeling very nervous because he had never sung in front of people before, but he really wanted to win the school talent show. He practiced his song every day, hoping to impress the audience and the judges. As his friends told him to break a leg and gave him a thumbs up to boost his confidence. When it was his turn to perform, Mitchell felt butterflies in his stomach, but he took a deep breath and stepped onto the stage. As he started to sing, his voice trembled a little, but he remembered to stay calm and carry on. The audience clapped and cheered, making Mitchell feel more relaxed and less scared. After the show, Mitchell felt proud and relieved that he didn't let his fear stop him from performing. His friends congratulated him and said he did a great job, making Mitchell realize that facing his stage fright was worth it. From then on, Mitchell became known as the brave boy who overcame his fear of singing in front of others. All right, now it's time for the quiz questions. Let's see if you can answer all of these correctly. Number 1, what is stage fright? Do you remember what is stage fright? Let me know down in the comments section. Number 2, what does it mean to congratulate someone? Okay, when you congratulate someone, what does that mean? Number 3, what does it mean to break a leg? And number 4, have you had to perform or give a public speech in front of a crowd before? Let me know. Have you ever had to get in front of other people and give a speech or be in a talent show? Let me know what it was if you have down in the comments section. Well, that's going to do it for today's lesson. Guys, be sure if you haven't been watching the podcast, Improved English Podcast with Jay. You can scan the QR code or you can find the link down in the description. And I think we're on episode number 11. So be sure to go back and start from the beginning and watch each one. I do somewhat of the same format, but I have a little bit more rambling and talking in those episodes. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Don't be so nervous in life that you are not successful. That's the lesson that I learned from Mitchell and the story today. As always, enjoy your day, and I hope you share this episode with someone else that's trying to improve their English. And as I always say, I hope you join me on my next English lesson. I'll see you then.